In his first 3 years with the Montreal Canadiens, we've seen a bit of a roller coaster ride for Jonathan Drouin. We've seen some really high highs and some really low lows. So coming into the 2021 season, I'm interested to see what people expect from Drouin, especially after the Montreal Canadiens additions this offseason. Being a francophone player playing for the Montreal Canadiens always means expectations are going to be higher than most, regardless of your role for the club. And Drouin has been no exception with that. We've seen the media on him since day one. But I think heading into the 2021 season, there's a lot to like about where Drouin is headed with the Canadiens. Don't get me wrong, Drouin is going to be expected to produce, but with the additions of Josh Anderson and Tyler Toffoli up front, along with the development of Nick Suzuki and Jesperi Kotkaniemi, I think the pressure kind of will subside a bit for Drouin heading into this season, and I think that's a good thing for him and for the team. We've seen what Drouin can do when he's healthy. He went for an explosion early on in last season before he got injured, and then came back and wasn't exactly the same player, and I think a lot of that had to do with his confidence. But in the bubble, Jonathan Drouin tied the Canadiens for the team lead with Nick Suzuki, so I think there's still a lot of promise in the young winger's game. With all of that being said, I think if you want to get the most out of Jonathan Drouin, the most logical line combination for him heading into next season would be to continue the pairing of him with Nick Suzuki and add on Josh Anderson, the power forward acquired by the Canadiens this summer. I think Anderson would provide a lot of space on the ice for Suzuki and Drouin to exploit other teams with their playmaking and deceptive play. This line combination makes a ton of sense to me, especially if you want to continue the Tatar, Danault, and Gallagher line. Moving on to the third line with Kotkaniemi, Lehkonen, and potentially Tyler Toffoli, who could be a great fit as a shooter for Kotkaniemi. We've also seen what Drouin can do on the man advantage, so I think it's important that the Canadiens find a way to get him going on the power play, and I think the additions of Anderson and Toffoli will certainly help that. Overall, I think the moves that the Canadiens made this offseason will be very beneficial to the success of Jonathan Drouin with the Montreal Canadiens. Even though it's going to be a shortened season in all likelihood with a 56-game schedule and an all-Canadian division, it wouldn't surprise me to see Jonathan Drouin near the top of the Canadiens scoring list by the end of the year. Ultimately, if the Canadiens do hope to find more success next season, Jonathan Drouin will be a very big part of that. That's it for me today from Cook's Corner. As always, give this video a quick thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what your expectations are for Jonathan Drouin headed into next season. I'm Zach Cook. We'll see you later.